strong yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I've watched her leg do that, which tends to be more, here's a stifle, but tends to be more stifle.
Okay.
And I've watched a little bit on the front too where she do this, and I think it's not just a lack of coordination. I would be long lining her to build her up.
Okay.
I think it's a lot of that too. If she doesn't have that natural growth like a quarter horse, will often come muscular. She's not got the muscle she would need to carry somebody yet. And often you can build the muscle through riding. I'd build the muscle through the long lining and through any round penning, build that muscle up so she gets more coordination and muscle, because it's a bit too wobbly back there. And that's the other thing that you can do, you know. People said, how would I assess? Truthfully, you put it all together, and nearly all of you have seen it. I would do the round penning through my personality assessment and first impressions, etc. I do the TLC to learn what they know off of pressure and the relaxation and intimacy, past, etc. And then I would do the in-hand obstacle course to show me how they learn as well, and also how they respond. And I would long line because I can read the horse's physique that way as well as knowledge. And so you saw me come in, I know she's done the circles, but it could also show me either a different style that I'm adopting that she says that's not normally how we do it. And on top of it, it could show me that she wasn't quite strong enough on her pauses, that she needed to learn that pause. So the first impression, when I had the lines, she didn't know the circle right off the bat in the style at which I did it. And then within a few minutes, she learned left, right, and circle very quickly. And her penny dropped to say, oh, I know circle, but she couldn't do it from a straight to a circle. So it was another piece to say, I get what you know, and I get what you don't know, but these lines you need to understand anytime, not just what you know, which is the same as Jean's filly, which was, I know what you know, but that's not enough. You need to know how this works when you're confused and upset, and you need to know what it means out of your comfort zone and out of your norm. Gives you a little bit of a summary too as to how to read the horse here. And you can't go out there till we've got a forward slow stop. And you could see when I asked her to trot, she went really happy forward, but she didn't know transitions well enough. Hence, we wouldn't ride a horse that doesn't know transitions, because she jumped up into that transition. So we focused on up, down, till we got them soft without a rider, let alone with a rider. Okay? So it's a little bit of a summary of the assessment as to what I'm seeing in her. And if she were my horse that I'm training, I've then allowed you a bit of a program from this simple assessment here, how much information it gives me for a young colt. Lots of verbal stuff. So when I'm looking at you, Amy, of what do I really need, and if I'm working your colt tomorrow, we will be round penning, because it allows the relationship to build. And then it also tells him that I'm talking through my body. She had to figure out in that 5 minutes that this chick is talking through her body. You know, that her eyes are meaning something, her shoulders are meaning something. And as soon as she fell into that, she got more and more comfortable with me. So we would do the same with your guy, and they won't lie. So they'll tell me exactly what they know or don't know. And for my knowledge, I know what they need to know for colts. And that's the same as her, of being able to say, I know what she's missing and what she still needs for you to be comfortable on the riding front. And you can keep asking questions, and I'll go on for another half an hour.
So do you think half a year of just round penning and
do you have an older horse?
Sorry?
Do you have an older horse?
Nope.
No. If you could find
I have 5 other horses, but they're not rideable.
Yeah, and that's the challenge. If you could find a pony horse where you could ride and take her, I'd do that too. Crucial with her.
Okay.
Because if you could go in the landscape here where she's learning to go over rivers and up and down, she's going to build the muscle back there through up and down, and she's going to learn her feet without the rider. She shouldn't have to learn her feet with the rider.
No.
Because of the imbalance and the conflicting cues.
Right.
She doesn't even know herself, let alone the rider. So the more we could pony her, or long line her, then we're getting her fit. And she'll be so good with knowing where on earth she can place her feet. She gives the impression that she's been in a very small enclosure. because she doesn't seem to know her body very well. So that's the impression she gives. Doesn't mean necessarily with you, but that's how she comes across. You know, if she'd been out on 20 acres, she'd probably be able to use her body better than she is.
Right now she's on 12 acres.
How long?
A year and a half.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, she shouldn't be like this after a year and a half. So that's an interesting observation. I hate the shoulds and coulds, but after a year and a half, she's quite jello-like then.
Can it be breed as well? Because we don't know what she is.
Not quite as strong as she could be.
Okay.
For her age.
She's was very immature. When she was 3, she was like a 2-year-old at the most.
So that might play a part in it. So if she's 3.5, you could easily spend a year prepping her for colt starting.
Okay.
Build her up, give her time, and she'll be perfect 4.5, 5. Yeah.
Okay.
How much time would you spend long lining?
Well, generally speaking, on a colt starting course, we would do maybe 3 times, 4 times, that's it. And so that's all they really need. You've got the handle on them to be able to take the training further. As long as we've got the things that you saw today, we're good to put a rider up, except she's like jello and she's not quite strong enough. So if they came this way, you would hear me say what I've said here. If they have a tad more muscle going for them and she learned what she did here, we're good to go. Unless the rider's not confident, then you could long line as you please.
Like for a half an hour? Or for
Yeah, oh sorry, duration like that? Yeah, no more than 40 minutes.
Okay.
20 is good. So 20 one side, 20 the other, long enough. And if you come into a problem, that gives you a buffer to work the problem through. So for example, if we had an issue going on, of course we'd work that through. So if you start reviewing around 30 to 40 minutes, it gives you a buffer so she's not overworked.
Okay.
Okay? Okay. She's got a great mind. Of course, she's soft up here. She's not holding on the tension. She's alert. She knows what's going on. It's a good combo. She's soft and comes in to say, "Are we okay?" Like this. She's seeking that partnership. You've done a great job getting her ready, because for what she has, you can see what you've encouraged her to have, and the rest needs to follow.
Okay.
And they'll all start off there a little bit like you saw, a little confused if they're not too clear on these long lines. They'll start like she did, backing up, going, what do I do? And your problem is if you let them spin into you, you have an issue. If you have that. So that's why you saw me not letting her spin in and go, okay, get forward. All right. And then we'll take her home and I can take a few more questions so that